Music group Taste of Honey was formed in 1972 in Los Angeles, California. The band was the brainchild of two old friends, and two of the founding members of the group. Janice Marie Johnson and Perry Kibble. The group got their name from a 1965 hit song from musician Herb Alpert. Appropriately, the hit song was called A Taste of Honey, as the group eventually named themselves after that song, A Taste of Honey. When Taste of Honey was originally formed, it was 5 members. And those 5 members of Taste of Honey, they didn't have a record deal when they was first formed in 1972, so they would go to nightclubs in the Southern California area, as well as military bases around the United States of America and abroad, and perform. Over the years of the group performing in those nightclubs and those military bases, they had 2 members of their group that left over those several years that they were doing this. And so the original members was revised, and it went like this. From left to right on the screen here, you have Donald Ray Johnson, the gentleman with the glasses there. He played drums. Right next to him is Hazel Payne, who played guitar and also added vocals. And she joined the group in 1978. Actually, she replaced one of the members that had left in 1978. Hazel Payne. Then we have Perry Kibble. He was the keyboard player, and he also was a co-writer and a producer for the group. And then last but not least, Janice Marie Johnson, not related to Donald Johnson at the end, the drummer at the end to the left. They're not unrelated, but Janice Marie Johnson, and she was the lead vocalist and the bass player, and she also was a co-writer in the group. In 1978, the group was signed to a 5-album contract with Capitol Records. Also in 1978, their debut album was released, a self-titled album called The Taste of Honey. And interestingly, the gentlemen of the group, Perry Kibble and Donald Johnson, was not featured on the album cover. Only the 2 ladies of the group were featured on the debut album cover. That might have been for marketing reasons, who knows. Anyways, their debut album was a smash hit, mainly because the lead single off that debut album was Boogie Oogie Oogie, a huge hit for the group. That hit alone, Boogie Oogie Oogie, sold over 2 million copies, and it drove the sales of their debut album, A Taste of Honey, as well. In 1979, they released their album, Another Taste, released the singles off there called Do It Good and Rescue Me. Neither one of these singles released from this album was able to garner any major attention. By 1980, the group had become just a duo with Janice Marie Johnson and Hazel Payne. You get the feeling that that was the goal of Capitol Records from the beginning, to just have the duo of these two ladies. Just from the release of that debut album. Remember that debut album picture? But yeah, in 1980 they had become a duo. Just what I believe Capitol Records wanted from the get-go. So with the group officially becoming a duo, in 1980 they went on to release as that duo their third album, Twice as Sweet. This album contained a hit ballad by the duo, a cover version of Kiyu Sakamoto's song Sukiyaki. That song, Sukiyaki, from the Taste of Honey, became their second and final major hit song. In 1982, Taste of Honey released their fourth album for Capitol Records called The Ladies of the 80s. And it featured a song that was a minor hit called I'll Try Something New, which was actually a cover of a 1962 hit by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. In 1983, while recording their fifth album, member Hazel Payne chose to leave the group, which was now a duo. So Hazel Payne chose to leave in 1983 in the middle of the recording of their fifth album. So to meet their contractual obligations, Janice Marie Johnson chose to trudge it alone and complete the fifth album by her lonesome. The album was called One Taste of Honey, and there was a minor hit on there called Love Me Tonight. After that final album from Taste of Honey in the mid-1980s, Janice Marie Johnson went on for several years after that, into the years 2000s. I don't know if she's still out there touring or performing, but she performed many years after that, and she might be still performing today, as I say, with various musicians under the header of Taste of Honey. So it's basically Janice, original member and one of the founding members, Janice Marie Johnson, and other fill-ins, and they're calling themselves Taste of Honey. She did that for many years after their final album. So, yeah. Hazel Payne went on to be an international stage actress. So congrats to her. Although the group Taste of Honey didn't have that many hit songs, and they went from being a four-member group to a duo, kudos to this group. Kudos to all four original members of Taste of Honey. And I would just like to say, may one of the founding members and original group members, Perry Kibble, continue to rest in peace. And and with that, I just want to say that Taste of Honey, brief but powerful hit, and just blessings to all of them, and blessings, future blessings and light. And I hope they're good, and I hope they continue to be well, and wish them nothing but the best. With that, I'm gonna end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, after subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from the channel. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. And on this one, I am out. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! One love. Stay safe.